How are things, Belle? In this case, quite. I understand you may have first-hand knowledge that could help us. You and I. Now that I think about it, I'm sure I've seen your face around Sentry House once or twice before. But these days, I'm seldom in London. It must be difficult, Belle. I can't claim to have experienced what you have. Perhaps going over it again could be therapeutic. Well, I'm keen to hear about your time in Indochina. So close to Perseus. Not nearly as much as I'd like. I have experience with others like Perseus. They're all chess players. I enjoy predicting the next move.
Belle, you're looking a little pale. You up for this? Good. You've just moved up on my favorite team member list. Right past Lazar.
Congratulations.
Don't get soft like Sims. If we survive Vietnam, we can survive talking about Vietnam.
Tell it to my shrink, Doc.
I find that hard to believe. Coffee, Belle. If you're on my team, get to know it. I need you sharp. We're placing key intel up there. One for each mission. Forming connections. I want a red line right to Perseus. It'd be good for Park to hear it from us firsthand. Maybe we have overlooked something. You probably crossed paths at MI6. Maybe you two have a special rapport. Keep it professional, Belle. The Safehouse? I've done time here before. Years back. This go-round? Just a few days now. Ask Lazar, he can't get enough of Safehouses. We've done some jobs together. Good guy, you'll like him. He keeps things light. Don't be a stranger.
Belle. Working with the CIA over a decade. On their actual payroll, going on about 5 years. I was born in D.C. Parents moved to Israel when I was a kid. Dual citizenship has its advantages. Yeah. I landed in the Israeli Defense Forces out of university. Did a tour there. After that, the Mossad. That's when I first started working with the CIA. And occasionally, our boss man Adler over there. You probably know more than me. I guess it's something the top brass wanted to keep to themselves. This one is luxury. Fresh air, lots of room. Try being squeezed into a 500 square foot shithole with 5 other people. A long drive into Berlin is worth it. Believe me.
Sims, heavy pack. Hell yeah. 1 sec. Pretend like it's... what's his name? That guy back in Vienna. You know. Come on, baby.
Let there be light.
Good. I need to move a little. How's the shoulder? No. Back. All you.
In.
Motherfucker. How much you got? Take it. Hips. Hips. Get rusty. Back. All right, there you go.
Another.
Yeah, take it. Not bad. Motherfucker. Good.
MI6 has been tracking Volkov for several years. It is my strong preference that we attempt to capture rather than kill him. He holds answers to a great many questions.
Your preference has been noted, Agent Park.
You being funny? Did we not just go through this? Look, I could say so many things right now. No. Forget about it. It's good. Yeah? Talking about that mission was tough for you, too. Hell, I don't know what I'm saying. Of course it was tough for you. You went through that shit like everyone else. Only when they tell me not to. This assignment, I'm mostly gonna run the shop. Whatever you guys need, I'll make sure you have it. You see, I got a list of connections longer than the Great Wall. Adler needs it, I can procure it. No exceptions. Sure, I could get that. No problem. Easy. I can have that in-house by next week. Clever. But I wasn't joking earlier. That's a hell of a request, but give me enough time and I can have one parked outside. Okay. Now how you gonna pay for that? Last I heard, Adler cuts the checks around here. Unless you got a suitcase full of cash, I'm gonna consider your request null and void. Shit. I tried to track that motherfucker years ago when he went to Italy for a douchebag conference. He's slick. If you see him, tell him Lawrence Sims says hello. You'd think one person from the Crown would be enough. But I guess someone really wanted this outfit to be international, didn't they? Yeah. Yeah, he's here. Doc, I think you want this one.
Collections?
You bound some checks again?
I'll take it back here.
What? You think everything's about you now?
Adler. That's one perspective. I thought it went pretty damn well. What did you think would happen with him? You always did have the most remarkable sense of humor. Right. Now don't worry, we're stocked. I've got enough to last at least a couple months. Did you just call me an optimist? I see. Well, you have yourself a wonderful fucking day, too. Bye.
Nice work producing that name, Bell. We archive everything. CIA's like my ex-wife. Won't throw a damn thing away. The trick is knowing what's buried in that pile and getting the thing you need when you need it. Did I ever see his face? No. That photo on the board is all we have, and it's more than 20 years old. Handsome man. I hope the years weren't kind to him. Bell, you're a spy, but let's keep it outside the building, not inside. Understand?
That intel you found in Da Nang was treasure trove. Well, you tell me. After we dug it up, you spent 2 full hours decrypting everything inside. You seem to think Volkov was the name to pay attention to. Are you feeling all right, Bell? That's one of the reasons we wanted you on this team. Not even the CIA's best cryptographers have been able to crack that dossier. You're special, Bell. But it also sounds like you need a nap. We have, for a short while. We share a common interest. Though to be frank, he's not the most pleasant person I've worked with. No more than you need to, I'll tell you that. Avoid personal questions. And whatever you do, never ask him about his scar. Do you really think that if I knew, I would tell you? You're cute. Born on the coast of Leningrad, never travels when the sun's out. He has impeccable taste in scotch and medieval torture devices. I think he'd love the UK. I plan on giving him a personal tour. Curious. Does the name Madame Shell mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar.
There's intel crisscrossing ARPANET that her body washed up along the Pedios River in Cyprus.
Huh. That's so.
And her head, 2 kilometers downstream. Reports estimate her death around August of last year. Of all places, you were on assignment in Cyprus this past summer. Coincidence, wouldn't you say?
Our line of work is full of coincidences.
MI6 was keen on finding her. A rogue double agent gone dark for several years. I suppose she must have exposed herself somehow to the CIA.
Leave behind a trail of heads. Bound to get attention.
I worked with Madame Shell for 3 years, closely. I trusted her. But the moment I began to suspect something, she knew. I was able to fight her off, but she left me with this parting gift.
Oof. That's a dirty cut.
Right. So imagine my surprise when I read these reports. Madame Shell, body washed up on one bank, head on the other. Ironic, wouldn't you say?
I'd call it poetic justice.
Lazar. Thank you.
For what?
Well, I didn't expect to see you back here. Less is more. Less talking, less interaction, less commotion. Blend in. It's the last place that I'll expect an intrusion, so you'll have that to your advantage. Pretty much everything else is at your disadvantage. Coordinating infill and exfil. We've had to move mountains to fashion an untraceable route to Lubyanka Square. I'll make sure that goes off without a hitch. Getting you out, however, is another headache entirely. I've requested updated aerial reconnaissance to aid in planning your escape route. I don't want to run into any unknowns. Our path out of the Soviet Union will be anything but conventional. Hudson has his biases. There are people he'll never trust, and certain people he trusts impeccably. Just so happens you fall into the former category. I wouldn't dwell on it. Hudson was leery about commingling with other intelligence agencies, but after President Reagan greenlit Adler's operation, he fell in line like a good little American patriot. Remember when I warned you about inquiring into Adler's past? Some of that was likely projection. We're not always proud of our scars. I believe there are better ways to embellish one's character. But in our line of work, it's often more important to diminish the impression we leave on people. Being cheeky, are we, Belle? Are you taking the piss?
What's on your mind? This isn't the first government agency I've broken into. The best are virtually impenetrable. But there's always a weakness. In this case, the weakness is the KGB placing too much trust in one of their own. If there was ever an operation suited to your skill set, it's this one. I handle the talking. You get us the names. Why do you ask? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't tell you if it wasn't. I don't. He's not one of mine. If I couldn't put my life in the hands of vetted strangers, I'd be in a different line of work. No, MI6 focuses mainly on the perimeter. Agents in client states, smaller figures within the USSR. They go from the outside in. Belikov is one of ours, supposedly. I'm trusting Hudson here. Man could be a pain in the ass, but he's no fool. Scar? You mean this? Is it noticeable? I jumped off a roof in Calcutta back in '75 while chasing a Soviet agent. The jump was successful. The landing, not so much. Advice? Always make sure you know where the utility poles are. Okay.
Have you come to convince me that you should be headlining this operation? Oh, is that right? Well, at least you're not hiding behind Adler. I'll grant you that. Now what is it? By my estimation, there are better operatives for this job. You pose an unconvincing argument. Why don't you stop wasting my time and tell me what you need? The long and short of it is that you're the wrong person for this op. I hope you prove me 110% wrong on this. That's on a need-to-know basis, and from where I'm standing, there's no reason in hell you need to know that. You're to make contact with him and follow Adler's lead. Negative. Digging into the KGB's most classified database would blow his cover and burn years of posturing. He'll get you in, but he won't go near that list of names. We can't take the time to fabricate them. Belikov will get you uniforms, and from there you'll need to improvise. Strategically speaking, this borders on insanity, which is precisely the type of work we rely on Adler for. Either as Adler's most trusted ally, or as cannon fodder. An excellent proposition.
Time to break out your Russian, Bell. Well, she's
You know what this dude thinks about Park.
She's a true professional. I don't trust anyone at first, but after Berlin, I realized she's the real deal. Park's one of the guys to me.
One of the guys my ass.
Yeah. Hell no. KGB headquarters? Just between you and me.
And me.
And Sims. I hope I never get closer than pulling up in a car and picking you up. This has every chance of going tits down.
Up, man. Tits up.
Up, down. What's the difference?
Don't touch my legs. You bored or what? Guys, Bell's lonely.
May I have a word?
What's up?
I need a few minutes of your time to discuss something.
You available?
In private.
You ready?
Let's talk.
You look ready.
Yeah. Check this out.
How's the rust on your Spanish?
I can pass easily in Spain. In Havana, they'll identify me as a gringo as soon as I open my mouth. Fortunately, I don't find it out too much.
Nice.
Seen a large increase in the coded messages.
Massive military base, presumably. How do we get in?
We're going in blind. So get ready for anything.
Of course.
Bell? Let's hope it was worth it. We've definitely read it.
I need a few minutes of your time to discuss it.
It's all gassed up and ready to roll. You ready?
Let's talk.
You look ready.
Yeah. Check this out.
Damn. That's legit.
How's the rust on your Spanish?
Decked out with all my specifications?
Mm-hmm. Won't find half-baked rigs here.
Feels nice. I think I'm ready to ruin someone's day.
How about we grab a bite to eat on the way out, eh? Get properly fueled up.
Food before a fight? Nah. If I'm going on the attack, I need to be hungry. Like a predator. Come on. Let's get this baby sighted in.
Fellas gotta eat.
Hey, I like the bladed marksman's trigger. Nice touch.
2 1/4 pound pool, just how you like it. I could go for 2 1/4 pound hamburgers right now.
Is this polymer or aluminum?
And some fries. It's steel. Call me old school.
I trust you. Would have gone Parliament myself, but that's neither here nor there.
Look alive. It's Adler's protege.
Bell.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Don't get him started.
Nah. Hold on. Let me set the record straight.
Here we go.
So yeah, Castro and I have some history between us. I had the opportunity to off the man, but our intel was flubbed. That's in a tidal wave of shit all the way up to DC. So if I find out that Perseus is in cahoots with Castro, and Hudson happens to find one of my bullets in Fidel's head, well, I say chalk it up to collateral damage.
Huh. Kept it under 5 minutes. I was expecting a diatribe. No, we were after a different spying case, Han. Huh, that's right. Our team was right next to Adler's when we touched down in Way City.
That's also the first time I had the misfortune of meeting Hudson. In all those years, nothing's changed. He still has the personality of a wet fucking blanket.
You hear that? We're fucking legends.
Yeah, wherever we go, we bring the thunder. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You seem pretty unimpressed over in Fake Town, USA. Or, are you talking about Mason right now?
As I live and breathe.
Yeah, well, you just snuck into the KGB with Adler, hacked their database, and got out in one piece. And I'll be going in with my boy here. If I were Perseus, I'd be running for the hills.
And I'd be calling in a mortar strike on that hill. Yeah, for Adler, it's a culmination of 3 decades of meticulous tracking. He'll probably be extra pissy on this mission.
Yeah.
I advise you to stay focused and drop the nostalgia. Good. Then you're ready.
Look, you better buck up, buddy. Adler's gonna want you more committed than a grenade without its pin. You got a point in saying that?
You sound concerned too. If you're trying to be friendly, this is the dumbest way to go about it.
We're just fucking with you. He should be concerned.
Make it quick. I'm busy. Indeed it did. Our insider delivered in a big way. As for you, the baseline expectation around here is to surpass every expectation. So from the bottom of my ass, welcome to the team. I'm not in the business of discussing my personal views on team members to subordinates. Anything else? Plan A is Agent Azalea. We didn't pick Lazar for his charisma. He's an expert in bomb defusal. If it's live and he can't disarm it, you're still gonna get that nuke out of there. Bring a change of pants. Negative. Even at this size, Perseus could catch our scent on the wind and try to relocate. In this scenario, less is more. It's as good as it's gonna get. The intelligence community has spent years trying to track Perseus to a concrete location. This guy lives between the lines of recorded history. Nothing would put a bigger smile on my face than you personally putting him down. The projector's in the back corner if you need to go over any details from the briefing. I'm back. Of course, it's